Up to 2,000 jobs are expected to be lost in New South Wales and Victoria with the collapse of the engineering company Hastie Group. Hastie has called in the administrators after a $20 million accounting irregularity scuttled a refinancing deal with the banks, which are facing write-downs in the hundreds of millions of dollars. The company specialises in engineering services to the building and resources sector. Reporter Carly Simmons is outside Hastie's New South Wales office in the west of Sydney. So, Carly, what is the company saying?
Well, Hastie's is saying that administrators have been brought in to look after 44 of its companies, and receivers have been brought in for 11 other companies. Now, for the 11 companies, receivers will hopefully be able to sell them off and those companies can continue. But for the other 44, there just aren't sufficient funds for them to keep going. And about 2,000 workers in New South Wales and Victoria and elsewhere in Australia have been told today that they no longer have a job. We've spoken to Tim Ayres from the Australian Manufacturing Workers Union, and he says he will do everything he can to make sure the workers keep their jobs.
I think we'll be in a position where we'll be fighting for the majority of these jobs to be saved. There is absolutely no reason why these corporate entities can't continue to provide good jobs for workers. And it's going to mean that we've got a tough job working with the administrators to protect as many jobs as possible.
So, Carly, did anyone turn up for work there today?
Pretty much everyone has turned up. A lot of people started work early this morning, about 6 a.m. They hadn't heard anything. All they knew was what had been reported in the media. But others were sent a text message telling them that there would be mass meetings held today, and those meetings did go ahead. The workers received a sheet of paper basically telling them that they no longer had a job and that Hastie's was being placed in voluntary administration. So it's been a big blow for those workers. Hundreds in New South Wales and Victoria have been told that they no longer have any work. They've lost their entitlements, their holiday pay. Some have even worked for the past week for free. There's no more money coming to them. Here's what one worker had to say about how he feels about losing his job.
They're saying 1,500 people, and Hastie's employs 7,000, right? So you're talking 7,000 people. And obviously, from what I believe, Hastie have been to the government and they wouldn't do anything, so it's just like every other corporation. It's just people out in their ears, and you know, I've got a house loan like everyone else.
So, Carly, how did Hastie get into so much trouble?
Well, this has been going on for some time. I mean, some of the workers here today basically said they weren't surprised. They knew that the company was in crisis. And over the past 12 months, the company's share price has gone from $2.30 down to 16 cents. And that's when the trade was suspended in mid-April. From that point in time, the company has been trying to broker a deal with the big banks for a $500 million debt. But last Friday they found out there were accounting irregularities in the Queensland office, and that had led to a $20 million black hole. So from there on, there's been no deal that could be made. And it looks like at this point in time, there's nothing they can do to save the companies. I do know, though, that ASIC is actually investigating that irregularity, Roz.
Carly, thank you.